Several of the defendants charged in the January 6th assault on the Capitol are looking to have their cases heard outside of Washington, despite traveling across the country to protest the 2020 election results there. CBS News has confirmed more than a dozen people charged with participating in the insurrection are petitioning to stand trial outside of D.C. over fears of bias within the district's jury pool. Additionally, some defendants are asking for a trial judge instead of a jury in hopes of a more lenient sentence. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now for more on this. Hi, Scott. Great to see you. So what are these defendants arguing in order to move their trials, and how are judges responding to these arguments?
Tanya, these people who raced to Washington, D.C., according to the feds on January 6th, are seemingly racing to get away from Washington, D.C. now. They want to get away from the jury pool in the nation's capital. And they are arguing that in Washington, D.C., the residents, the prospective jurors, are too traumatized by January 6th, were too inconvenienced by January 6th, and to a degree, are too democratic politically. So these defendants want to move their cases, want to get a change of venue to move the case to their hometowns. For example, the defendant from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, wants her case moved to the central area of Pennsylvania. The defendant from California wants his case moved to California. So far, those arguments aren't working. And here's why. The judges and the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia argue jurors across America are aware of January 6th. Jurors across America have consumed media coverage. In fact, some jurors in the hometowns may have actually seen more media coverage about an individual defendant than people in the District of Columbia. But that these motions are being filed, that this argument is being made, is an indication of something. That some of these defendants don't think they're going to get a fair shot in Washington, D.C., or noticed when the first defendant faced a jury trial, a man named Guy Reffitt from Texas. He was convicted by a D.C. jury on all counts in less than 4 hours, Tanya, and that includes the juror lunch break.
Interesting, Scott. So what about those defendants who want to put their fates in the hands of a judge rather than a jury? What is the theory behind that move?
Well, we have seen two defendants try that so far. Opt for a bench trial where only the judge hears the case and he issues a verdict. And both of those defendants received either a total or a partial acquittal. The judge saying the prosecutors didn't fully make the case that those defendants knew they were inside a restricted space that day or knew that they were engaging in disorderly conduct. The judge was sympathetic to the arguments of the defendants' lawyers and the defendants themselves. Now, the judges for these defendants are randomly assigned. You don't get to choose your own judge, but a couple of the defendants liked their chances with their judge and went that way. But these defendants you're seeing, they don't just want a different judge. They want different jurors. They want to get away from Washington, D.C. They think there's more faith to be had in jurors in other towns. But as for these bench trials, Tanya, we're going to follow who opts for them and what the results are. So far, the two that have gone that route opted for the bench trial with a judge appointed by President Trump in 2017. We're early on in these cases, but that's something to watch moving forward.
All right, we'll be checking in with you for sure. Scott MacFarlane, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.